Ladies and gentlemen, howdy folks. Hope we are splendid today. About 15 minutes till kick off, Saints vs Wigan at the Halliwell Jones Stadium. This should be good. I'm doing well, Jack. I'm doing alright. Howdy, Kieran. Howdy, sir. So whereabouts you sitting today then, lad? You're in the away side, you're in the home side. You're on the south stand, which is the long standing one, or the north, which is the long seating one. Where you at? But yeah, there's a poll in the live stream chat. Get your votes in. If you've got any exact score predictions, throw them in there. I can't remember the exact score I went with. I'll have to look at the predictions video. Let me get that real quick. So for this one, I said 2014 to Saints. 2014. So I'll do a run through the team list in a second. Oh, Jay's just remembered to put his predictions in. Well done, Jay. 4 votes. 3 out of 4 say Saints are going to win this one. I'll do a run through the team list now and then one more before we get started. Okay. In the backs for St Helens, they have Saylor, Murphy, Cross, Robertson, Dagnall, Wellesby and Hastings. The forwards include Clemmer, Clark, Lees, Whitley, Wright and Shorrocks. The bench is Lomax, Wormsley, Delaney and Stevens. 18th man is Davies. In the backs for Wigan, they have Field, Eckersley, Kieran, Wardle, Hodkinson, Farman and Smith. The forwards include Walters, O'Neill, Thompson, Ensemba, Farrell and Partington. The bench is Ellis, Mago, Essay and Kerr. 18th man is McDermott. Okay. Standing on the 35 mark, south stand towards the east. Back bar in brown and blue retro kit with grey bobby hat on with Remembrance popping on. Okay. So we're looking for long standing stand, which is south, towards the east stand. So from where the camera is, he'll sort of be below and to the right. Blue retro kit, grey bobby hat with Remembrance poppy. Gotcha. I'll keep an eye out. Right, we've got about 11 to 12 minutes to go till kickoff. Again, if you've got a score prediction, throw it in. Have a go. Yes, Kieran, can I help you? Can I help you, sir? I'm hoping to God this is a good game. I hope to God. To charge my phone up. Close game, hopefully. I'm imagining, at least from my predictions anyway, that early on, just a lot of back and forth. Got 24-18 Saints. Okay. So I'm thinking, I think we got the same margin there. Thinking very early on. Just very back and forth, not trying to show too much, not trying to show their hand. Trying to establish a bit of dominance. I think Wigan have done well in some games to restrict meters, but I'm liking what Saints have done recently. They've done well to restrict meters. They're getting up the park quite well too. They're moving the ball around inside their own territory more often, and I think a little bit more cleanly than Wigan have been recently. So I think for territory, tackle breaks, all that good stuff, that might add up a little bit more for Saints early on. I think they'll do a little bit better for territory. Without Havard as well, it's a big miss. Mago's going to be huge when he comes on. Walters is normally a pretty strong ball carrier. Obviously, Nsemba's been good. Thompson's been solid as well. Partington, I don't think... Partington's not started that much this year. And when he's come off the bench, I don't think his carries have been as impactful. So maybe in terms of his production just through carries, might not be as strong as Ellis. But he can still... He can still get some good carries, quick play the balls, move the ball around cleanly, add a little bit more mobility to the pack, I guess. But it's just, I think, Clemmer and Lees, there's a good mix of mobility and power there. Shorrocks is a solid defender, he can slow the ruck down. Good impact from Wormsley, Delaney, Stevens has looked impressive too. See you all later. Alright then, sir. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game, have a swell time. I'll look out for you. So we got about 9 minutes until kickoff. Oh, so he's over there somewhere. He's over there. He's in that bunch. Who's sitting in my seat? Get out. But I think, obviously, as I was saying early on, not showing the hand too much. Just, taking it easy. Well, when I say taking it easy, I mean not trying to spread the ball too much. But it's just about establishing field position early on. I think Saints will do better for territory in the early part of the game. Once we get to rotations, I still think it'll be about the same. Maybe when Mago comes on, it switches more back in favour of Wigan. But I think when they do start shifting the ball around, the game opens up, especially in the second half. I think Saints will move it around a little bit more, and I think they look a bit cleaner in possession right now. A bit more stability in the spine too, even though Smith is back in. I did say Field can obviously break lines, but there's been a couple of times where he's had to do stuff by himself, and he's not been able to be that effective, but we know how strong he can be. Farrimond, his run game, I don't think has been that effective this year. His kicking has been fine. He can still throw a killer pass, but trying to break open defences by himself, obviously not everyone can do that, I get that, but his run game hasn't looked as threatening recently. Smith, obviously, be back in. The kicking game is huge for them. Placing the ball into the corners. Need a good chase off the back of it. Keep Saints pinned back, which they can do. They can suffocate teams, but it's just maybe attacking execution. Obviously, he's been suspended. He's not been injured, so he's been staying fit and probably still training. But maybe not getting the primary reps that, say, Marsden got or Kieran when they were playing in the halves. But I've backed Saints to win. I do think they look the slightly stronger side at the moment. Even though Wigan can turn it on at any moment. They can. But I'm not sure yet. It's pretty quiet at the moment in here. Pretty quiet. But if you got any exact score predictions, throw them in. Let me know your thoughts. 9 votes, 78% say Saints are going to win this one. Okay. About 7 minutes to go. Better not mess up my seat over there. I see my seat on the camera right now. I see it. Okay. I think one of the strongest areas today, or one of the things that's going to need to be the strongest for Wigan, is their, obviously, defensive edges. I think they could be under a lot of pressure today. With how cleanly Saints have been moving the ball around, the defensive edges could need to be really solid. I think, first of all, Wardle can be a strong shutdown centre. Hodkinson might be a bit of a target. He was a target for... Who did Wigan play? Who was it last week? Or at the weekend? It was obviously Warrington the week before. Who did he play before that? Oh, Bradford. So Bradford, they targeted Hodkinson. Saints might do the same. Even though he's looked very reliable under the high ball, he might still be the main target. Because Eckersley has been reliable this year. He's good in the air too. But over on the opposite side, Kieran, shut down centre, great in defence. Eckersley has sometimes been caught out of position. Sometimes. So we got a message from Leslie Boy in the chat, but it's not coming up in the actual chat, only on screen, which is weird. I don't know why it does that. I don't get it at all. Clark could be huge. From dummy half, could be massive. Absolutely massive. O'Neill's looked pretty good in recent weeks, though. I think, given the changes in the spine, he's sort of swapped a little bit between 9 and 13. A little bit. He's happy to be first receiver or get involved later down the shape. I think O'Neill's looked pretty good recently. I'm actually going into them at the moment. He's 10 years younger than Darryl Clark. Bloody hell. Minecraft Man says 28-16 to Wigan. Okay. Fair dues, fair dues. If anyone else has got any exact scores, get them in. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. Wigan normally do quite well to slow down the ruck. Whether it's called rightly or wrongly, they normally do well to slow down the ruck. If they can nullify Darryl Clark in that way, that's great. But it's just inside the red zone. If you give Darryl Clark a quick play the ball or you're not set in defence, he will just run straight through you. So, they've got to be careful. Got to be careful of him inside the 10. Nsemba's going to be huge for line breaks. On the opposite side, down that left-hand side, especially connecting with Smith as well, having that left side back to normal, somewhat. Just missing Marshall, but Hodkinson will do fine anyway. That left-hand side looks good. Hopefully Dagnall goes well. He's had a couple iffy moments this season, but last year he looked very good. I was hoping he would have got a start this year for Saints, because I do think he's one for the future, but looks good now. Hopefully he goes well. But Sailor. Hastings' kicking game is going to be huge, and I think Welsby at 6, I think I said in my predictions to keep Lomax at 6, keep Welsby at 14, bring him on if and when you need to. So, we'll see. Welsby's not really a 6, and he's not been that great at 1. But he'll just play what he sees. He'll pop up here and there, do what he needs to. But Hastings will control the kicking game. Sailor can take on the kicking if he needs to. But those sweeping runs out the back, especially down that left-hand side with Hastings, I think that's where most of Saints' damage will be. Okay, you've got a couple minutes to go till kick-off. Yeah, it's still pretty quiet. Pretty quiet in here. But anyway, hope you're well. Hope you're well. I'll be doing my next Super League predictions video on Monday. What games have we got coming up, actually? Who do we have on Monday? Players are going to come out shortly. Let's see. Huddersfield Saints, I could probably stream that as well. Wigan Leeds, Wakefield Catalans, I'd probably do Wigan Leeds for the stream. York Cass, Lee, Hull KR, Toulouse Warrington. I could probably do York Cass and then skip the second one, do Toulouse and Warrington, and then Sunday, I'll have to see. Bradford vs Hull, I will have to see. I think Welsby and Sailor will be a problem for organisation. Playing York is a different beast compared to... I assume you meant Wigan. Playing Wigan is a different beast to... I assume that's what you meant. But yeah, I get you. I get you. That's why I don't know if it would have changed anything, though. Joe says 22-18 to Saints. Okay. Okay. Fair dues, fair dues. But yeah, that's why I would have kept Lomax at 6. Not change anything. Just keep everything as stable as it has been. You've been doing well. Don't make a change if you don't have to. Right then. At the hallowed turf, the Halliwell Jones Stadium. We'll do one final run through of the team lists. Get your votes in on the poll if you haven't already. Get them in real quick. And if you've got any exact score predictions, throw them in the chat. Challenge Cup semi-final. Only one goes to Wembley. So I've decided if Warrington get to Wembley, I'm going to do one bet next week. And if I do win the bet, I'll use that to go to Wembley. If I don't win the bet, I won't go to Wembley. So that's how I'll decide. And if I do go to Wembley, I'll try and do a vlog. So there's at least some content. Okay then, final run through of the team lists. In the backs for St Helens, they have Sailor, Murphy, Cross, Robertson, Dagnall, Welsby and Hastings. Forwards include Clemmer, Clark, Lees, Whitley, Wright and Shorrocks. The bench is Lomax, Walmsley, Delaney and Stevens. 18th man is Davies. In the backs for Wigan, they have Field, Eckersley, Kieran, Wardle, Hodkinson, Faramond and Smith. The forwards include Walters, O'Neill, Thompson, Nsemba, Farrell and Partington. The bench is Ellis, Mago, Essay and Kerr. 18th man is McDermott. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you very much. Well, I'll have to see. I have to look through all the games for next week. Super League and NRL. Do the prediction stuff. Have a look at player availability and all that jazz. And then make the bet. Hopefully it works out. So I will end this poll. And we had 18 votes, 61% say that Saints are going to win, 39 for Wigan. We're moments away from kickoff, folks. Moments away. The Halliwell Jones, decent attendance, not quite full. But, good attendance either way. Right then, folks, let's have it. Folks, we are underway. Tristan Saylor kicks towards the back left. It is collected by Farriman, hands it off to Thompson with the first barrelling run over the 10. Now 15 out from his own try line. They already want it. They're already into each other. And we've got Matty Lees slow to get up. Good start. Want Saints to bang them up in the middle and not let Wigan get on top. Yeah, that's... I'm expecting Saints... Well, not expecting. I predicted Saints to basically win the forward battle as well, but we'll have to see. O'Neill hands off to Nsemba down the left-hand side. He takes it over the 30. 30 seconds gone as well. 3 tackles remaining in this set for Wigan. Now through centre field, Thompson with another carry. I think it's actually the last tackle coming up now. Might be. It's going to go left to Smith in a second. It finally does. Some decent pressure off the mark. I think that's from Wellesby. Comes off his hand. It's collected near halfway by Shorrock. So that's gifted territory to St. Helens. Lees is still down as well. All the way inside Wigan's red zone right now. So the game has finally been stopped. Let's have a look at this. Okay, I didn't see any contact to the head, but it might have been some kind of whiplash. Ooh. Oh, it's his knee, yeah. I thought it was to do with his head, but... Jesus. Morning, Alex. Morning. So yeah, clock's been stopped, 55 seconds gone. What was Lees out with earlier? I don't know, actually. Not too sure. Any Saints fans in here, let me know. Or anyone that just happens to know, let me know. But yeah, Lee's already down. Who's going to win? I predicted Saints to win. So at the very least, they've got, yeah, commentary's right. They've got Wormsley and or Delaney. Or even Stevens as well, if you want to bring someone else on. What's your ground hold? 15,200, I think. Pretty sure it's 15,200, something like that. So still waiting for the all clear with Lees, unless he's going to go off. Not too sure. Some early decisions to make here for Paul Rowley. Who comes on? Did you just get Alex Wormsley on straight away? Yeah, looks like he's coming on. Biggest body off the bench, loads of experience. He'll be Reeds. He can come straight on into this environment and have an impact. Right. Well, if he can't walk, fair enough, but let's get him off now. Right, he stood up. Let's see if there's any treatment they can give him. I'm not sure if he's going to be done for the day. Obviously, we'll have to see how he's doing. Alex Wormsley comes on. Only 55 seconds gone as well, so... It's a decent ground. It's all right. It's pretty standard. Nothing... No crazy designs, but it's a solid stadium, I'd say. So that's Matty Lees going off. We'll see if they can do anything with that. Getting the magic sponge, fix him up. He's going to be frustrated. He might know that he's done. Obviously, he'll know before we do whether he's done. He's still quite young, isn't he, actually? At 12 games out, Matty Lees suffered a knee injury for St. Helens this season. Reports later confirmed it was an MCL, medial collateral ligament issue, injury to his knee. Right, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, hopefully... I don't know what the injury is, but hopefully he's good. Hopefully. If he can come back on later, then that's great, but that does not look good. So we're back underway. Walmsley with the first carry, and that's now 1 minute gone. So yeah, Saints in good field position off the back of a kick that hit the fingertips of Jack Welsby. Did go backwards, and then it was collected by Shorrock. So they're 35 metres out. It's left to Hastings. Out the back to Tristan Saylor. They've got a 3-on-2 here, possibly. Cross will take the carry up towards a 20. The Saints with 1 minute and 20 seconds gone, just inside the red zone. Clark down the left edge, now back towards the middle to Hastings. Cross to Shorrocks. Right to Welsby, goes at the line. He's going to have to step back inside here. Still on the 20, cutting back towards the middle. So a good carry there, just over 10 metres out. Last tackle for Saints between the sticks. 15 out, Clark goes right to Hastings. Chips towards the back right, putting Hodkinson under pressure. He goes up, takes it cleanly inside the goal area. But he's going to play this inches in front of the try line. So a long way for Wigan to go. Saints need to be disciplined. And Wigan need to be clean in possession. Carried on the short side left for Hodkinson over the 10. That's 2 minutes gone as well. 3 tackles to go in this set for Wigan. Smith. Now with Eckersley. 15 out from his own try line. A little bit closer to the 20. Could have nearly found an offload then, but would have been a tricky one. Next carry from Partington. Gets a decent half break there. Lands on his front. Quick play the ball. Short side left to Smith. Goes at the line up towards the 40. Chips. They're going for something here. Hodkinson's chasing. He might get the bounce. It bounces over his head and it's collected by Dagnall. That could have been beautiful for Wigan then. After nearly getting pinned back in their own end of the park, that could have been really nice. But Saints have possession of their own 40. Hastings will have to take a carry through centre field. Taking it just over. They're a few metres shy of the halfway line. Murphy will scoot from dummy half inside Wigan territory once again. 2 minutes 45 seconds gone. 3 tackles to go for Saints. Murphy plays it for Darrell Clark, just left to centre field. He goes right to Shorrocks. He then goes right to Walmsley, drags him over the 40. 35 metres out between the sticks. 3 minutes gone. 2 tackles to go as well. Clark looks right but goes left to Hastings. Then to Whitley. Just over 20 metres out. A couple of fans not happy, thinking there's a arm around the neck there. But Hastings with the kick on the last towards the back right corner. Aiming for Hodkinson again. He goes up, takes it cleanly. Well done, Noah Hodkinson. He'll play this a few metres out from his own try line. In Semba has to take the first carry. St Helens quick off the mark there. They push him back a couple metres. He's going to play this inches in front of the try line. So again, Saints need to stay disciplined here. Wigan, they cannot give away anything silly. If Saints want the ball inside the red zone again, they just have to be disciplined. Eckersley with the next carry. Great tackle from Marker from Welsby. Still on the 10 with 3 tackles to go, or 2 tackles to go, sorry. Walters with a carry. Stopped 11 out from his own try line. It's the last tackle for Wigan. This is a great defensive set from St Helens. Smith hits the belly of the ball, drops on his own 40, bounces up towards the halfway line for Dagnall, and he carries it back towards the 40. So Saints in great territory again. Good to see you, Adam. Howdy, sir. Great start from St Helens here. Restricting meters really well. Got a bit of luck from the first set. Saylor, corner cul-de-sac and takes the carry. Howdy, Leah. Howdy. 4 minutes, 20 seconds gone. Back towards the middle to Shorrocks. Drops the ball off to Clemmer. He's going to be stopped on the 30. 4.5 minutes gone with 3 tackles to go. Saints in possession. Clark down the short side right. Welsby straightens up. Gets a great offload back to Clark. Left to Shorrocks. Out the back to Hastings. Defence looks set here at the moment, but they hand it off to Murphy. He drops it into touch, and that's a mistake from St Helens. Chance to apply a bit more pressure. But Wigan will celebrate that with 4 minutes and 45 seconds gone. Bit of early pressure they've had to deal with in defence. Struggling to get out their own end of the field. Wigan will take that. Yes, you can definitely say your score prediction. You can. You are allowed to say it. An itchy nostril. That's great. Wigan in possession on their own 10. Kieran with the first carry of this set. Just over 5 minutes gone. It's 15 out from his own line. Farriman goes short side right to Farrell. And he takes it over the 20. I think Farrell in recent weeks has put in some good carries, actually. A lot of Wigan fans have had their complaints about him this year, but I think his carries, post-contact meets, have been great in recent weeks. He's left to field. Space for Hodkinson to run. He's got some legs, and that's a great recovery from Dagnall. Takes him down on the 30, which is the furthest up the field that Wigan have been so far. Back towards the middle to Smith, then to O'Neill. Across to Farriman. They got the numbers down the right, I think, here. Just need quick hands, but it's Kieran. He's going to get wrapped up by his opposite centre. Hastings is there to help out. Last tackle for Wigan inside the 30. Smith will chip towards the back right. Sailor underneath it on the 10. Collects it cleanly up towards the 20. And Farrell's there to take him down. 6 minutes gone. Wise to win tomorrow? I hope so, Adam. I really hope so. Murphy hands the ball off to right. Over on the right hand side. Drops the ball backwards. Referee's going to say it's play on. St. Helens ball. Wellesby now with Alex Walmsley. Replacing Matty Lees very early after going down within a minute. For those that missed it. Oh, I need to put the symbol on him actually. Shorrocks with the next carry through centre field just over his own 30. It is then left to Hastings. Across to Dion Cross. And he's eventually going to get brought down just shy of halfway. Hastings with a kick on the last. Bounces once backwards for Field and over the dead ball line. So this will be a 20-metre tap and 7 tackle set for Wigan. Right. Let's have that on. So there we go. Matty Lee's injury. Sorted. How funny would it be that Man City lose to Brentford? I actually really need them to beat Brentford, to be honest. For Everton's sake. 7 minutes, 15 seconds gone. Wigan in possession just shy of the 40. Now with Thompson takes it over it, a few metres shy of halfway. Plenty of tackles to go, though, for this 7 tackle set. Walters straightens up. Gets a flick on to O'Neill. Bit of space behind the ruck here. A little bit of a step to his right. Eating up more metres. That's a great carry from O'Neill. Do you know what? Fair enough. Finish this. I've already applauded. Finish this. That's great. That's actually a quality try from Wigan. Oh, Brad O'Neill. That was actually fantastic. They should have wrapped him up, but that's a cracking try. I did say before, last couple of weeks O'Neill has been looking good. I did say. He's looked good. That's a great carry. Great offload, support on the inside. Not selfish. He could have probably found the line at the end there, but he was being unselfish. Gave it to Jack Farrimond. Great support runners there to, keep going, to back him up. That is a great try from Wigan. This will be 6-0 in a second. So it was Walters with a carry over halfway. Flicked it onto O'Neill. There's space behind the ruck. There was one step past Clemmer. Bumped off Whitley. Got an offload to Field. Back to O'Neill. Wellesby was chasing. Murphy was there too. Steps back inside. And then Farman's there to support. That's a really good try. Considering the field position has looked better for Saints to start this game. Not seeing too much from Wigan. I mean, they've looked actually fairly expansive early on. Thinking about it. They've looked fairly expansive. That is a solid try from Wigan. Nearly 9 minutes gone. This is in front of the sticks as well, so they should make it 6. Hope Wire win tomorrow. Thank you, Kevin. I hope so too. I really hope so too. I might miss some of the Everton game tomorrow. It is on TV, but I'm going out for lunch at 1. The game's at 2. So I'll have to see. Over or under 30 points? I predicted over. My total was 20 points to 14. The kick from Kieran is good. So that is 6-0 for Wigan. Hey. Right then, 9 minutes and 20 seconds gone. 6-0 for the Wigan Warriors. This has been a good start. A lot of energy both ways. Some expansive footy. And a great try from Wigan. Okay. Could have looked very rough for Wigan early on because he got pinned back. Kicked from their own 10. Landed on the 40. So their own 40 as well, not the opposite 40. But their own 40. Could have been bad. Saints could have kept that field position. That territory. But Wigan then eventually get up the park. Off the back of I think it was a Saints mistake. And they've just gifted away a penalty as well. 10 minutes gone. Wigan can now get back up the park. You don't want to do that. For God's sake, Alex, it's H2O. It's H2O, I promise you. What ground is this? It's Halliwell Jones, mate. It's Warrington's ground. So I think Lees is actually done for the day as well. That's unfortunate. Thompson with the carry. Up towards his own 14, just over it. 10.5 minutes gone. O'Neill in centre field goes left to Smith, then to Junior and Sember down the left-hand side. Bumps off Jack Wellesby. And he drags a few defenders over the halfway line. Not first do ones, just run a great game. Yeah, same here. I'd slightly prefer Saints for the predictions video, for the points, but I'm really not bothered either way. Smith cutting back towards the middle, 25 metres out. 2 tackles to go in this set. Plays it in centre field for O'Neill. He goes right to Farrimond. Drops the ball off to Farrell. Inside the red zone, last tackle coming up. Over on the right edge, 11 minutes gone. O'Neill goes left to Smith. Dinks the ball over the top. Chase from Walters. He's been cleaned out there. I think that's a penalty for Wigan. Yeah, that's just a straight up penalty. Walters was chasing. He was cleaned out by, I think it was Wormsley. And that is a completely fair penalty. I think 2 points could be smart for Wigan. If they tap and go, I can appreciate it. But at the same time, if you want to take an 8-point lead, makes sense. You get the ball back. You run the clock down a bit, even though it's still early. But you get the cushion. I think either call's fine. They've already got the try, so either call is fine. Liverpool-Chelsea were shit game. Was that today? Looks like Wigan will go for 2. So 11 minutes, 40 seconds gone. Kieran will go for the penalty in front of the sticks. A Liverpool chase it 1-1. That might be good for Everton, actually. Yeah, that's actually quite helpful. Do need City to win today. Could also do with Fulham getting the win and United winning. Right then. Yeah, Kieran will get this. I'll just make this 8-0. Better be some good people in my seat. Look after it. And the kick is good. It is 8 points to 0 for Wigan Warriors. Yawn penalty kick. You hate to see it. Magic Weekend is at Hill Dickinson Stadium. Are you going, Rob? Yes. Initially, I wasn't. I was going to stream all games. But my dad and some family friends wanted to go. So we've decided to go. We're going to go on the Saturday to watch the Warrington game. But I will stream the Sunday games. But yeah. I don't think I'll have time to do any streams on Saturday. I'll maybe try and do some kind of vlog, actually. But then Sunday I'll stream all 3 games. Farrell in possession up towards the 20, towards centre field. 13 minutes gone. Wigan back in possession off the back of the penalty. Walters with a carry up towards his own 30. 3 tackles to go in this set. And a knock-on from Wigan, so they gift the ball back to St Helens. In a bad spot. Great chance for Saints to respond nice and quickly, though. Don't mind if they do. Makes it interesting. Let's have a look. How did this ball come out? Okay. Ever been to Lanzarote? Yes, I have, actually. It was a long, long time ago. A very long time ago, but yes, I have. Cross with a carry over the 20. So Saints back inside the red zone. Just left of centre field. Clark goes right to Hastings, then to Sharks, and across to Wormsley. He straightens up with a carry. 15 metres out. The whistle's blown for a St Helens penalty. So he'll get a fresh set of 6, 15 out from the try line. Was that a knock-on? See, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Because I saw it, but I didn't clock whether the ball bounced off his own arm or the ground. So my brain didn't really process properly because I wasn't paying... I was looking at it, but I didn't pay attention to it. Saints are 3 metres out. Front of the right post, they go left to Hastings, switch back to Whitley. He's then stopped 6 metres out left of the sticks. Clark, 14.5 minutes gone. Hands it off to Wormsley, trying to crash over. Then he's 5 or 6 defenders in the way there. Clark might have a go at the line at any point, but he goes left to Hastings, then to Cross. 5 metres out near the left touch line. 2 tackles to go for Saints. Clark back towards the middle to Hastings. Then to Sharks. He straightens up with a carry. He's in between the sticks. About 5 metres out. Last tackle coming up. Darryl Clark goes right to Hastings. Across to Wellesby. And he's going to get picked up and drilled into the ground. Probably not the right word there, but you know what I mean. Great tackle there from Harry Smith. Great tackle. Actually, nothing happened on that set for Saints. That was a really poor set. Joy, mate, why ain't the French clubs playing there? I think it's just too many games. Because the idea was, like, give them something. So I don't know if it's going to be in Toulouse, in Perpignan. Is it going to be somewhere else? I'm not too sure. I think it was just too many games and give them something to experience. A derby at a neutral stadium, I guess. So Smith, on the 30, goes left to Wardle. He steps back inside a couple of times, takes it over the 40. A few teammates wanted a high shot there, or penalty for a high shot. They go short side left to Smith on the last tackle. Kicks down the left edge of the park. Collected cleanly from Tristan Saylor, 5 out from his own try line. Returns it over the 10, up towards the 20. Through centre field. It's nearly a high shot there, just over 16 minutes gone. It's now with Murphy. Over the 30, and some extra metres too, about 5 of them. Maybe 6. Plays over Hastings. Hands it off to Cross. Right to Wellesby. Might have a bit of space to manoeuvre down the right-hand side. Robertson tries to step back inside, but that's a good tackle there from Smith to shut him down. 3 tackles to go for Saints. Walmsley with the next carry. Up towards the halfway line. 2 to go. Clark down the short side right to Hastings. Straightens up. Then across to Wellesby. Room to run. Support is outside. Gets it across to Dagnall. He has to step back inside though. Eats up a few more metres. Just shy of the red zone. Near the right touchline. Robertson back towards middle to Hastings. He'll kick to just left of the sticks. This will come down on the 10. Murphy goes up. It's knocked forwards from St. Helens. And it's collected by, I think that's Faramond just behind the 10. 17 minutes gone. Eckersley with the first carry of this set. Back over the 10 for Wigan. Pumping his legs. Lands on his front. Gets a quick play of the ball for Field. Who hands it off to Partington. He carries it over the 20. Lands on his front as well. O'Neill then goes right to Walters. Up towards the 30. Through centre field again for Wigan. Saints looking like a dull blade. Pretty much, yeah. They're doing alright getting up the park, but just in the red zone, they don't look clean. It was close to being a high shot on December then, but last tackle, Wigan only up towards their own 40. Kick from Smith. Collected on the full on the 10 from Saylor. Returns over the 20. Up towards the 30 already. Good place to start the set. Challenge is live in the Challenge Cup. I believe so. So Walmsley has finally come off. He's done about 17 minutes. He came on after a minute. The Saints in possession. 3 tackles to go in this set. It's going to be Cross that takes it over halfway back inside Wigan territory. They're 45 metres out. 2 tackles to go. Clark will scoot, looking for space behind the ruck. He carries him up towards a 30. Down the left edge, now back towards middle to Hastings with a kick on the last tackle. Towards the back right, aiming for Hodkinson again, who goes up, takes it cleanly again. And is stopped just shy of his own 10. 18.5 minutes gone. Now with Wardle. Brought down after making just a couple metres. O'Neill, then to Faramond. Halfback will then take the carry. Makes about 5 or 6 metres. We're nearly done with the first quarter as well. Kieran with the next one. Looking for space behind the ruck. A few post-contact metres there. Makes about 10 yards again. Next one from Ellis. Finally entered the field. Last tackle coming up for Wigan. So Saints are doing well to keep Wigan fairly well restricted. Another kick from behind the 40 from Smith. Saylor collects just in front of his own 10. And again returns over the 20 up towards the 30. So again a good place to start the set for Saints. Just need to see if they can make a few more metres. Well, Wigan just trying to wear down the Saints' middles at the moment. Get them to turn around a fair bit. Next carry. They go left to Hastings. Then it's with Murphy. Bumps off one defender. And another one. Still going. Pumping his legs over the halfway line. That's a great carry from Murphy. Down the left edge. Now back towards the middle to Saylor. Shorrocks. Flat ball across to Clemmer. Up towards Wigan's 40. And just over it with 2 tackles to go for Saints. Clark goes left to Hastings. He's got Saylor at the back who he goes to. Across to Cross. Quick hands to Murphy. Faramond to beat, but he wraps him up 25 metres out near the left touchline. Last tackle for Saints, and that is 20 minutes gone. And a kick just to the right of the 6 from Hastings. Robertson's there to chase. It bounces once, collected by Hodkinson in goal. And he's tackled by Clark. He gets back up quickly. Nearly gets out the in-goal area. He does get out. Steps past one. Hodkinson Noah Hodkinson. What a great return that is. Eckersley with the carry. Stopped just short of the 10. Absolutely smashed into by Delaney. Hodkinson is now knackered. They will target him all day. But that is great stuff. O'Neill. Then to Walters down the left edge of the park. Up towards the 30. It's Ellis that came on for Thompson. But Smith on the left-hand side and Sember nearly pumps off one. Couldn't quite find an offload. Up towards the 40. It's last tackle. Back towards the middle. It's Ellis that might have to kick it. It's across to Farriman. Steps past one. Under a little bit of pressure there. Murphy with a return. Over the 30. Up towards the 40. Bumps off Farriman. That's a great carry. 21 minutes gone. So fresh set for Saints. Up towards halfway with Cross. So Saints are doing much better for territory at the moment. It's just in attacking positions, they don't look too clean moving it around. Down the right edge with Wellesby. Goes across to Saylor. Straightens up. Wants to offload it back inside. It touches a Wigan player. This hasn't been called here. I think... okay. Anyway. It's St. Helens' ball. Interesting. 3 tackles to go. Right to Wellesby. Flat ball across. It's right running the overs line there down the right edge of the park. 20 metres out. Scooped up from Wellesby. Goes short side right. Then back to the left with Hastings. Then to Delaney. He's 5 metres out in front of the left post. Last tackle for Saints. Got a bit of space on the left-hand side. They go left to Hastings. Flat ball across to Whitley. Tries to get an offload across. Switch back to Hastings. Across to Murphy in the corner. Flicks it behind his back. But it is collected by a Wigan player. Damn. That's Jack Farriman. Eckersley with the first carry. 4 metres out from his own try line. 22 minutes gone. Farrell with the next one. Stopped just short of the 10. A lot of energy in this game. A lot of great moments. Essay with the next carry. Bumps off Clemmer onto his backside. God, Essay's a big bloke, isn't he? Left to Partington. The carry down the left edge of the field. 22.5 minutes gone. It is already the last tackle for Wigan. And they're on their own 20. Smith takes it up towards the 30. Eventually gets the kick away. It's not a great kick. It's collected in front of the 30 by Tristan Saylor. So Saints are actually dominating for field position right now. Dagnall in possession, cutting back towards the middle. Bit of extra room to run over halfway. Inside Wigan territory again. That could be a 6 again. It is a 6 again. Partington holding on for way too long. Just no urgency for Saints. I think in possession in the midfield, there is urgency, but it's just inside the red zone. They're very flat and clunky right now. Clark goes right to Shorrocks. Then to Stevens. He's looked quite impressive this year. Good to see him get more game time. 20 metres out down the right edge. Short side right from Clark to Wellesby. He straightens up with a carry over the 10. About 7 metres out. Plays for Clark near the right touchline. He scoots. Goes himself. Clark is over the try line. Spins. Oh, I think he's been held up. I think he was actually held up there. 23.5 minutes gone. That ball was surely less than an inch from being grounded. That's great defence if he's been held up. Yeah, I think that's held up. That's great effort there. Great effort in defence. Yeah, I agree with you guys. 23.5 minutes gone. Let's have a gander. It will be Saints' ball anyway. It definitely wasn't the last tackle. Oh my god, that is less than an inch. See, I can't tell which fan base is cheering. Because I don't know if it's the Saints fans thinking, because the screen gets a bit blurry at the Halliwell Jones, that they think he's actually been grounded. When in fact, it hasn't. And then they start booing, and they realise when they watch it later, they'll go, oh, actually, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have said all that to the referee. I think it should just end up being a St. Helens play the ball on the 10. With, what, like 2 or 3 tackles to go in the set, maybe? What did ref give? No try, I think. Yeah, it's extremely close. That's less than an inch off the ground. That is great defence from Wigan. whistles be blown so they know what to call. Okay, so this will be no try. So close. Oh, the Saints fans are booing. Well, some are. We just need to clear a screen, that's the only issue. It wasn't grounded, love! Well, them's the rules, Stephen, at the moment. Them's the rules. But he was incorrect. He was in fact correct, is what I meant to say. He was in fact correct that it was no try. Inside the 10, Clark goes left to Hastings. Chips on the last tackle. Kieran goes up, collects it. He's going to be tackled in goal. Well taken, though, and good pressure there from Saints. Could force a repeat set here. Depends whether Wigan go short or not. Saints building a bit of pressure. Just building. They've done really well for territory so far in the first 24.5 minutes. Which is no points as of yet. So what will Smith do? They don't need to go short here. They might do. Goes long on this one. Looking for the touchline. Murphy knocks on 25 metres out. Oh dear. Nearly 25 minutes gone. Wigan will get the ball back. There's a weird bounce on that one. I think it's the shoulder of Murphy. I think he's protesting that it hit his shoulder and therefore it's fine. But it's going to be Wigan's ball. Just over 25 minutes gone. 3 errors from Saints, 1 from Wigan. So not too many early on, but Saints do need to be a little bit cleaner. It's just in attacking positions again. They're just a bit off at the moment. But Wigan now in possession with Partington taking the latest carry up towards the 40. Next carry through centre field from Ellis. Gets an offload behind him to Field. He'll take it just shy of the halfway line. Plenty of tackles to go in this set for Wigan. They'll get back inside Saints half in a second. Essay with a carry through centre field straight into Shorrocks. Stevens and Wright are there to help out, but they are 45 metres out from Saints' try line. 3 tackles to go. Left to Smith. Drops it off to Nsemba. Strong barreling run over the 40. 35 metres out. 26 minutes gone. O'Neill now with Ellis. Wanted possibly an option out the back there, but couldn't give it. Last tackle for Wigan. Left to Smith. Inside pressure from Delaney. Kicks towards the back left. Dagnall underneath it. Goes up on the 10. Knocks on. I think that's going to be Wigan's ball. No, that's just it's Saints' ball. Okay. I'm pretty sure Dagnall knocked that one on, but we move. Sailor with a carry up towards the 20. Never understand why Field doesn't get smashed. Does the same thing into every tackle every time. They're just trying to be delicate with him. Just trying to be delicate. Shorrocks right to Stevens. 3 tackles to go in this set. And up towards the 40 he goes. 2 to go. Plays it on the 40 for Clark. Down the right edge. Now back towards the middle with Shorrocks. It's now with Hastings. Over halfway. Last tackle coming up for Saints. Clark waits a dummy half. He's got an option left with Sailor. Sort of aims towards the back left corner. Collected on the full from Field. Returns over the 10. Cuddy back towards the middle. But he's 15 out of his own try line. Stopped by Whitley and Delaney. That's going to be Eckersley with the next one. Up towards the 20. Dragging a few defenders there. Pumping his legs. Trying to get up and play it quickly. Smith hands it off to Hodkinson, who's been very impressive under the high ball today. Some great returns. 27.5 minutes gone so far. Farrell with the carry down the right edge. Up towards the 40. 2 to go for Wigan. O'Neill left to Partington. Then to Smith. Out the back to Field. Quick hands to Wardle. 2-on-1 possibly. Hodkinson down the left touchline. Taken to ground by Dagnall. Clark's there to help out too. Wigan are 40 metres out on the last tackle. Back towards the middle to Smith, who has to drill this one low. Aiming for touch, and he finds it between the 20 and the 10. 28 minutes gone. Wigan with a great chance to get a rest and then pin Saints back a little bit. Well, that is a good kick there. Would have preferred it to go behind the 10, but that's a decent kick anyway. Wigan trying to change the field position battle a little bit. Saints will play this 15 out from their own try line. And it's going to be Cross with the first carry up towards the 20. Nearly done with half an hour of this game as well. Next carry from Murphy. 25 out from his own try line in centre field. Sailor is going to take the next carry through the middle as well, up towards the 40. Could have been a high shot there, the fans certainly think so. 3 tackles left, Clark in centre field. Going right to Shorrock, then to Delaney. Good tackle there from Nsemba to shut him down. 2 to go in centre field with Shorrock. Looking to go left to Hastings. Then he launches it across to Dion Cross. And he'll take it just shy of Wigan's 40. Last tackle for Saints. Left of centre field. 29 minutes gone. Hastings puts boot to ball. Bit of spin on this one. Taken cleanly by Field. Returns over the 20. That's a good tackle from Whitley not to let him slip away. Eventually plays it for Farmond, who's going to get tackled immediately by the markers there. So not much going on the first tackle from Wigan. Eckersley with the next one through the middle up towards the 30. Shifting it left to Wardle. And a penalty up towards the 40. Gifted to Wigan. Let's see. Yeah, Robertson was a million miles offside there. Not good. Not good. So kick down the left-hand side from Smith. Finds touch. And Wigan will start a brand new set 40 metres out from Saints' try line. Saints fans are very excitable. Yes, they are. Yes, they certainly are. So that's 30 minutes gone. 10 minutes to go in the first half. If you swap the shirts of Delaney and Eckersley, could you tell? I think so. Because with Delaney's head, it's a bit longer and thinner, I think. That's the distinguishing factor there. I can even tell from a distance. 20 metres out. Wigan in possession. O'Neill in centre field. Goes right to Farmond. Just 10 out. Kicks the ball through. Kieran's chasing Murphy. Bounce it backwards. Pounced on by Zach Eckersley. I think that's a try for Wigan. Is it being given? He's thinking. Video ref will check. There's a chance that Kieran knocked it on. I'm pretty sure Murphy did backwards. But we'll have to see if Kieran got a touch on it. But that's a great kick through from Farmond. Eckersley's there to pounce on it. Let's have a gander then. So it's right to Farmond. 12 out, kicks through, everyone's onside. So Kieran's chasing. I don't think he gets a touch on it. So have a gander. And that's backwards by Murphy. Just checking the grounding now. 2 mistakes from Murphy. That one's not too bad. I think that's acceptable because of the situation. Well, you know what I mean when I say acceptable. Obviously, it's not because they scored a try, but I think understandable might be the right word. It's a little bit more understandable in that kind of situation, but yes, it is 2 mistakes. Whereas Hodkinson, on the other side, clean as you like. But that is a try for Wigan, and that'll be 12-0. Wait. So, if they get the kick, I need Saints to get 20 unanswered points after that for the exact score. This is an under. Are you sure? Are you sure? Well, Saints' attack has looked good recently. Like, it's not always perfect, but it has looked good. Okay. Adam Kieran getting a fair bit of abuse from the fans. The Saints fans just behind him. Can't quite see Kieran up there. And the kick from Kieran is no good. 32 minutes gone. It is 12-0 for Wigan. Okay, 8 minutes to go in the first half. So, again, Saints have done really well for territory. I think they've dominated for field position. And they've done well to restrict meters and get up the park too, but it's just in attacking positions they don't look good. Wigan have really taken their chances. The first try was quality, but Wigan have taken their chances a little bit more. A few too many penalties and mistakes from Saints have also helped Wigan to get up the field on occasion too. Mago is now on the park, so we'll see what he can do. 7.5 minutes to go. Nsemba with the next carry up towards the 20. Wellesby and Saylor in the team. Never worked last year. That's true. Again, I wouldn't have changed anything. I think Wellesby's been okay. He's not had much to do. There's been a couple moments where he's had some exciting moments, but I think it would have made sense to just stick with Lomax. But I understand the need to put Wellesby in to the coaches, but they didn't need to, in my opinion. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Last tackle for Wigan. Out the back to Smith. Kicks from behind his own 40. Aiming towards the back left. This will be collected. 15 out from Dagnall. Takes it cleanly. Returns over the 20. Down the right edge of the park. Up towards the 30. Let's see if Saints can answer back soon. It's only a 2-score game. It's now with Robertson up towards a 30. 6.5 minutes to go. Plays of a Sailor. He scoots and takes the carry himself from dummy half over the 40. A few metres shy of halfway. 3 to go for Saints in this set. Wellesby down the short side right. Right with a carry up towards the 40. And 2 to go. Back towards middle to Sailor. Then to Shorrocks. Across to Delaney. Stopped just over 30 metres out. Look for a quick play of the ball to Sailor. Right to Hastings. A little bit of miscommunication at first there. This will be collected in goal from Hodkinson. He takes it cleanly. 20 metre tap. 7 tackle set. Well done, Noah Hodkinson again. Slightly tough take there, but he got to it. So just less than 6 minutes to go. Wigan in possession. Eckersley with a carry. Finds half a break there up towards the 40. Good metres there from Eckersley. Field goes right to Kieran, looking for space behind the ruck, over halfway. Good carry so far from Wigan in this set. 5.5 to go. O'Neill in centre field goes left to Partington. Flat ball on his outside to Ellis. May have been forwards, that one. But just over 25 metres out. Plenty of tackles to go as well. 3 left in this set. Smith left to Nsemba. Just over 10 metres out. Inside the red zone. Great chance for Wigan to extend the lead here. Back towards the middle to Smith. Then to Partington. He's between the sticks, 9 metres out. 5 minutes to go in the first half. O'Neill goes right to Farmond. Flat ball across to Kieran. 2 versus 1. Eckersley in the corner. Great finish. What a ball from Farmond. That's a beautiful ball. Cut out pass to Kieran. What do you want to check now? Does this need checking? Really? Do we not have the same process? Let's just give it. Just give it. God. Unless it's actually no try, then I look like a right mug. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. There's a little bit of awkwardness to that, because I feel like one hand comes off the ball slightly. But I think he's always got fingertips to it. Yeah, that's fine. You've just shown the grounding. Why do you need to do it again? You've just shown it. Well, this will be 16-0 for Wigan. And my exact score prediction is now impossible. Other players look unsure who to pass to. Maybe. Too many cooks and all. I get you. Video ref thinks needs to speed up. Oh, yes, it does. Is there a goal? There's a try. Just waiting on the kick. Eckersley with another try. Unfortunately, I don't get anything for my fancy team because it's a Challenge Cup. My God, give him another angle. Give him another one real quick. I viewed all available angles. So we've got just over 4 minutes to go in the first half. If he gets this kick, my score prediction is technically on. Just need Saints to score 25 unanswered points. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. I got a little bit close to the top 10 after last week, though. I was getting there. So there's now 4 minutes to go in the first half. Smith with a kick. And it is no good. It will stay 16-0. So just less than 4 to go. Wigan with a 16-0 lead. I feel like Saints should have had some points by now with the field position they've got. Don't see Saints scoring today. I feel like they'll get some points. I feel like they've already should have scored some. But I feel like they will get some at some point. Because they'll have to switch it on. If not now, like in the final 3.5 minutes, then at some point in the second half, they'll give it everything. And I'm sure they'll find something. I think there's still a chance of a comeback here. So Wigan in possession on their own 20. Mago with the first carry. It's now with Farrell up towards the 30. Howdy, Megan. Howdy. Farrell with the next carry. O'Neill goes left to Ellis with a carry over the 30 up towards the 40. Megan says, come on, Wigan. Okay, well, it's a good start from them anyway. And Semba, good meters down the left, bumps Robertson onto his backside. 3 minutes to go. 2 tackles left for Wigan. Inside Saints territory. It's now with Partington through the middle over the 40. And short side left to Smith on the last. Puts boot to ball. Sailor underneath it. A little bit of pressure here as well. It's going to be collected by Hodkinson first. He then knocks on. Hands it off to Robertson. He's shifting left. In centre field. He'll get wrapped up by 3 defenders on the 20. Saints have been playing so well, but just messing up on the line. Plus some great defence from Wigan in fairness. Yeah, they're not giving them anything easy, which is the good thing from Wigan. While Saints look clunky, is don't then just make it easy for them. A bit of space on the right-hand side here. Bit of space for Dagnall trying to get around Hodkinson. Hodkinson is quick, though, from what we've seen so far this year. And he does recover and get him 45 metres out from the try line. 3 tackles to go still. It is a 6 again for St Helens, though. Robertson up towards Wigan's 30. So fresh set of 6. 2 minutes to go. Huge points here for Saints if they can find it towards the back end of the half. Clark goes left to Sharks in centre field. Now with Stevens. Stopped just shy of the 20. Second tackle. Clark looks right, goes left to Hastings. Out the back to Wellsby, then to Cross. He's going to be stopped 11 metres out near the left touchline. 1 minute 35 to go. 3 tackles left in this set for Saints as well. Hastings across to Sharks in centre field. Right to Sailor. Dinks the ball through. Good chase from right. Anyone else there? Hodkinson collects it. Steps past 1. And again, no Hodkinson. Noah bloody Hodkinson. Steps past 2. Gets out of danger. Plays it inches in front of the try line. Noah bloody Hodkinson. Son. Baller. Well played, young man. Well played. And Semba with the next carry. 15 out from his own line, up towards the 20. 1 minute to go in the first half. Partington with the next carry. 25 out from his own line. 2 tackles to go for Wigan. So I think the Saints will get the ball back here and get a couple plays. So I imagine they'll chuck it around a little bit. A wayward ball out the back. It ends up in the hands of Kieran. Luckily, he does have experience kicking. Played in the halves a few weeks back and last year. And other times as well. So fortunately, that's okay. But Dagnall with a return over the 30. Just shy of the 40. 30 seconds to go. Saints get maybe 3 plays here. It's left to Hastings. Then to Murphy. Kieran picks him up. Puts him to ground. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Cross will scoop from dummy half over the 40. A few metres shy of halfway. 15 seconds to go. And maybe they can get 2 more in here. Right to Sharks. Engage the line down the right-hand side. Across to right. Intercepted from Wardle. Room to run. Sailor is chasing, but he's got the legs. They try and have a go at the back end of the half. Sharks forces it. Wardle collects it. Interception. Try from Wigan. This, what do you want to check now? What do you want to check now? Well, this will be 22-0 shortly, I believe. Well, I guess Wardle gets a touch on it, but if it then touches Wright's hand again, then it is a knock-on. Oh. This is close. I don't think it touches Wright's hand again. I think this is fine. Okay, this is going to be a try for Wigan right in front of the post. This will be 22-0 at half-time. Okay, and that is try confirmed. Folks, it is also going to be half-time. Obviously, we'll have to wait for the kick, but it is basically half-time. That ref has lost his confidence. Well, it was a closer check than I thought. I thought it was all good initially, but yeah, it was closer than I thought. How did he need that many looks to know it was fine? I don't know. I don't know. The kick is good. So it is now half-time. 22-0 to Wigan. So, let's put a poll up, shall we? I think I know which way this is going to go. Feeds 50 seconds? I'm only on the BBC. How's it 50 seconds? Bloody hell. Someone put in the Discord. Oh dear. Smoke was saying that's not a knock-on. I think that was from the dropout before. Yeah, so when he knocked on from the goal line dropout before, Smoke was saying that's not a knock-on, apparently. Can't tell if Wigan have been good or Saints Alphabet. Saints Alphabet been awful. Did you mean to throw that in there? 28-16 is on. It is on. It is on. Always get a little spoilers when I'm watching this in the game, or I watch the stream 30 seconds or so behind. You can always put the stream behind. Like, if you don't want me to spoil stuff, you know, just put the stream behind a bit. I know some people like thinking, well, I want to watch the stream live. But for those that can't see, there is a lot of people watching that are watching the game, but for those that aren't watching the game, in Wigan's changing room is a TV screen with the quote, "Never write off the Saints." Do you know what? That's a very smart move. Because the amount of times Saints have made comebacks late in games, not to mention against Wigan a few weeks ago, literally a month or just over a month ago. Smart move. Smart move, because they've done it to so many teams. Leeds last year as well. Unbelievable. But they just keep doing it. Every year they come up with something. And we're going to need to make sure it's not today. Genuinely good thing to keep... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a good, smart thing to do. To let them know that that quote exists for a reason. It exists for a reason because it bloody happens. So, good way to stay focused. think we can write off the Saints now. No, that's the point, David. No, that's the point. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Not bothered about spoilers, only if I happen to be watching a league game at home that I care about. I've not done a league game for a while, actually. I don't think I'll really get to do them next week as well, because I'll want to break during the first and third game of Saturday. So I kind of want a bit of a break in between. That first try, though, from Wigan was great. And again, O'Neill, as I said before the game started, he has been looking really good in recent weeks. I think for England, I still pick Walker at 9, Litton at 14. That's what I think is the right way to go. But O'Neill's making a great case in recent weeks. Like, if O'Neill's picked at 9 for England, I'm not going to be upset about it. I'll be disappointed because I want Danny Walker there, but if O'Neill's at 9, I've got no problems with that at all. He gets stuck in, he can hit hard, he carries pretty well too. He can switch between 13 if he has to as well. So, depends who we play, maybe. I think for somebody like Tonga or PNG, your hard hitters through the middle, your bigger bodies, I think O'Neill would be good to sort of switch from 9 to 13. Sort of stock your body in the middle, and then something like Danny Walker or Litton against you sort of, when I say smaller packs, you know what I mean, but where it's not just about having to go through the middle, but against your Australias, maybe a Samoas, depends who they pick. Fiji. Who am I missing? Maybe France as well. But against teams that prioritise the middles, I think O'Neill would be a good option. But Walker still gets stuck in defence. He gets stuck in, gets through a lot of tackles. He can break lines, set defensive lines by himself. He's got a kicking game there too. 40-20 potential. Where's Billy Leyland when you need him? Yeah, very true. Very, very true. Okay. I'm looking forward to the World Cup, though. I'm still a bit disappointed that it's only 10 teams. That is a bit disappointing, but it could be fun. Howdy, Jay. Howdy. Oh, yeah, you got your prediction in late, didn't you? Well, not late, it's just in time. Are you on for it? You technically are. You need 2 points from Wigan, 25 from Saints. Bear with me, folks. Need to send a text real quick. Bear with me. Litton starts against New Zealand and France. O'Neill, Aussies, PNG, and Tonga. Walker versus anyone else. Let's just start Walker for all of them, shall we? Let's just go with that. See, here's the thing. People will say Clark, and I understand Clark. Like, I get it. I get picking Clark. But for me, I think the three hookers we've just talked about offer different things. Things that Clark doesn't actually have. So whatever Clark can do, Danny Walker can already match that, first of all. Plus, Danny Walker's got a kicking game, which Clark doesn't. 2, with Litton, I think having him as 14, you make him the relief hooker off the bench. And if you need to put him in the halves, he can play in the halves. And then with O'Neill, I think having him in the squad is good because at least at the very least you've got an option at 13. I mean, we're stacked for 13s anyway. Radley, Smithies, Knowles. So we're pretty much covered there anyway. But he could be an option through injury. He could still do pretty much what Walker and Litton do anyway. But he could also rotate to 13. So there's a couple different guys that have a little, some different things to their game. I think I'd take those 3 hookers. And I'm comfortable with that. But I think right now I start Brimson at fullback, Lewis at 6, Connor at 7. I think that's what I go with. And then Walker at 9. I think that's my spine for the World Cup at the minute. Could change. Saints still aren't out of it, which is the crazy thing. Absolutely. They could score 4 tries unanswered. They could do it. Cam Smith can play 11, 12, 13. I don't know if I'd take Cam Smith. I don't know. I don't know if I don't think I'm as high on him as other people. I'll be honest. I don't know why. And centre, true. That's true. The two utilities that I take, I think first of all you could consider, for utilities in the backs are a few guys to consider. One is Eckersley, because he can play wing, centre, fullback. Another one is Thulis, who can play wing, fullback. Who's another utility in the backs? Who am I missing here? Help me out, guys. Who's another utility in the backs in Super League? Who am I missing? I know I'm missing someone obvious. Hankinson, I suppose. My 2 main utilities all throughout, Handley's another one, are Curry and Hardacre. Because Curry can do centre, back row, loose forward, 6 at a push if absolutely necessary. And then with Hardacre, he can play fullback, centre, back row, loose forward if he needs to, and again 6 at an absolute push. I think, actually, so far on this season, I know I've done this before, but right now I go Brimson, Young. Do you put Farnworth on the right so Handley stays in his usual spot on the left, or do you put Handley on the right to keep Farnworth where he's comfortable on the left? What do you go with there? What would you guys do? Let's say it's Farnworth and anybody. Do you keep Farnworth on his usual left-hand side and move the other centre over onto the right? Or do you make the possibly world's best centre play on the opposite side? Just to make the other centre more comfortable on the left. I think I'd keep Farnworth in his usual spot. And it's Handley that jogs onto the other side. But we'll see with Umaila Hanley what he can do in future, if he can sort of get back up to where he's at last year. We'll see. You guys know I wanted him in the Ashes last year. But yeah, right now, I'll start again. Right now it's Brimson, Young, Handley, Farnworth, Ashton, Lewis, Connor, Havard, Walker, McMeekan, and Sember, Pierce Paul, that's locked in. And 13 for me is Knowles. The bench is Litton, Thompson, Hamlin-Ueli, and then Curry or Smithies. Curry. just because he can do a few more positions. You've already got your impact with Thompson and Hamueli. That's what they're there for. Corey can at least do 13 like Smithies, and back row and centre if you need. So that's my team as of right now. World's best centre on the opposite. Fair enough. I can understand that. I can understand it. Plus, he's played on the right before. Handley possibly has, but he's mostly been on the left for most of his career. But Gemma, that's a new name in here. Welcome to the stream. At least I think it's a new name in here. Yeah, I think at his best, Dumaila is easily one of the top centres in the country, which is mad because we only played him originally at centre because we had to during an injury crisis. Well, he really stepped up last season. If Dumaila Hanley gets back to where he was at last year, I pick him without question. He goes right centre, Farnworth left centre. That's not even a question for me. If he gets back to what he was at last year, he's straight in at centre. How long is left or half time? Gemma, we're about 30 seconds to go, probably less. Everyone's out. I think Lewis and Connor would be exciting. Need a game or two before the big gun. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully in the groups. The thing is, if they start in the group stage together, hopefully that goes well. Because if it looks really bad and then they want to change it a game or two or on, like, for the game upcoming, coming against Australia or New Zealand, then it's going to be a bit rough, potentially. Right then, we are underway for the second half. And the first carry over the 10 for St Helens. Through centre field with Shorrocks. Good metres here. 25 out from his own line. A few metres shy of the 30. In centre field with Clark, he goes right to Wellesby, eating up some more metres over the 40 as well. 30 seconds gone. Clark down the right edge. Now through the middle with Hastings. Takes the carry over halfway. 2 tackles to go in this set for Saints. And they're already inside Wigan's half, so that's a good start. I forgot to end the poll as well. It's right to right. And last tackle inside the 30. That's a great opening set from Saints. Kick towards the right of the post. Field underneath it on the 10. I think he knocks on into Robertson. That's going to be St Helens ball inside the red zone. So chance to get some early points here. Internal struggle as a lay theory finds Saints fans very annoying. Who to root for? Root for the sport, Knight. Root for the sport. I came off Field's leg. Did he? I think he came off his leg first and then I think he knocked on. Like when he tried to recover it. Spent like 25-30 minutes on Wigan's line and got 0 points. Yeah, that's the frustrating bit. Is the Saints doing so well for territory but not putting it together. But we'll see what they can do this off. Maybe they've had a chat to change some things up. Be a bit more direct or like consistently direct or spread it around more. We'll see. See what they do. Clark 10 metres out. Back towards Mill to Shorrocks, then to Delaney. Straightens up through centre field. Between the sticks, he's 9 metres out. Great chance for early points in the second half for Saints. They go left to Hastings. Across to Saylor. Trying to get around his opposite half-back. Cross is over the try line, but he's dragged back into the field of play. Jesus, 2 minutes gone. 3 tackles left. Near the left touchline. Back towards Mill to Saylor. Then to Shorrocks. Drops it off to Delaney. And he carries it back over the 10 in centre field. 2 tackles to go for Saints. Clark looks right but goes short side left to Hastings. Drops it off to Whitley. Cuts back towards the middle. And he's going to play this 5 metres out left of the sticks on the last tackle for Saints. So again, not much happening on this set. Short side left again to Hastings. Kicks the ball through. Collected by Faramond. Tackled by Clark 3 or 4 metres out from his own try line. 2.5 minutes gone. Good defence again from Wigan, not to give Saints anything easy there. It was a poor attacking set again. Like, nothing going on. But good defence from Wigan. My only concern on Wigan's side is that if they have to keep defending on the try line, you'd imagine eventually Saints will come up with something. There'll just be a moment, whether it be from a kick, like a chip to the corner, a grubber kick, a pass. It's just maybe a misread in defence, or the pass is beautiful. At some point, you'd imagine with that kind of territory, Saints would score. Sailor, off the back of a kick, collects it 5 out from his own try line. It's a great kick from Smith. And he returns it over the 20. 25 out from his own line. 3 minutes and 20 seconds gone in the second half. Dagnall with the next carry over the 30. Makes about 10 metres there. Good stuff. Lagging pretty bad. I think my internet is playing up today. Oh dear, that's not good. Not good. Murphy with the next carry over the 40. And he makes 10 metres as well. On this form, I wouldn't have Wellesby as the water boy. Can't say that these days. Can't say that. 2 tackles to go. Just over 40 metres out. Short side left from Clark. Look for a space behind the ruck. He goes right to Shorrocks. Up towards the 30. Last tackle for Saints. Just go for a drop goal. Why not? It's right to Hastings. Chips towards the right of the post. Underneath it is Hodkinson. Goes up. Takes it cleanly again. When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences and that he's not dropping the ball? Watch him drop the next one now. He's just not dropping it. Go to Eckersley. Go to him. He's not impervious to mistakes. It's over 4 minutes gone. 3rd tackle for Wigan. Kieran with a carry up towards the 30. He's going to play this in centre field for O'Neill. He then goes right to Partington. Straightens up. He's 35 out from his own try line. It is left to Smith with a kick on the last tackle. Drills it towards the back left corner. Collected on the full from Sailor. He can make up good metres here. Up towards the 30. 35 out from his own line. So, again, good place to start the set for Saints. Is where can they end the set and what can they do with it? The second tackle coming up. Clark at dummy half. A few metres shy of halfway. It's left to Hastings. Then to Murphy. Up towards the halfway line. 3 tackles to go. Next carry from Clark up towards the 40. One in an offload then. Has to play it. Stevens goes right to Hastings. 2 tackles left. He's still going. Couple shimmies up towards the 20. Good run here from Hastings. He's still going. It cannot be this easy. It cannot be this easy. Up towards the 10. Last tackle for Saints near the left touchline. Short side left. What are you doing? Actually, throw a bit of shape in here, boys. What are you doing? Kick through from Sailor. Collected by Field. Wrapped up on the 10. Just call a shape and run it. Eckersley with the first carry. Over the 10. 15 out from his own try line. Will Wellesby get in if he doesn't play many games at fullback this year? I don't think he'll be picked. Even if he plays the rest of the season, I don't think he's... well, if his form picks up, you can understand, but I don't think he's getting in. On the 30 now, Wigan in possession. Ellis through the middle of the park. 6 minutes gone in the second half. So still plenty of time to go, but it's looking a bit poor from Saints still at the moment offensively. Great kick in centre field from Smith. It's collected on the 10 from Sailor. Bounces a bunch of times. Drops on the... or sits on the 10, I should say. And Murphy's going to have to play this 15 out. So Wigan sort of turning the tide a little bit. Gaining some momentum. That's going to be Cross with the next carry up towards the 20. It was a fairly poor kick, yeah. And again, this whole game seems like it's just been Saints building pressure, then Wigan making a break and scoring. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Push back to 15 out from their own try line. Saints struggling for territory right now. Right with the next carry. 25 out from his own line. 2 tackles to go. Saints do look gassed. They got turned around massively there. Had a lot of trekking back to do. Sailor over the 30. Plays it on the last for Clark. Short side right to Hastings. Drills it down the right hand side. Collected by Field just in front of the 10. Over the 20. Up towards the 30. Thompson is back on for Mago as well. 7 minutes gone in the second half too. Plays it for Smith. It's now with Hodkinson. Stopped on the 30, so doesn't really make any ground there. Eckersley with the next one down the right edge of the park. 3 tackles to go in this set for Wigan. Up towards the 40. 7.5 minutes gone. It's just over the 40. Now back towards Mill to Farrimond. Then Partington. Now with Thompson. Oh dear. Wright's been smashed onto his backside. He got up quite gingerly there, so he might have to go for HIA. Doesn't look great. When Semba with the carrot towards the 30. Last tackle for Wigan. Wardle down the left-hand side. Short side left to Smith. Chips. Not a great kick on the last there. Collected on the 20 from Dagnall. Hands it off to Clark. Straightens up. Oh, he's through centre field. Going left. Space on the left here. Whitley in possession. Stopped just over the 20. I think Saints might have to start moving the ball more inside the midfield and going for these long-range tries. Murphy with the next carry up towards a 40. That's a good effort there. But there's still plenty of tackles to go in this set for St Helens. Cross with the next one. Just shy of the halfway line. Slightly left of centre field. Hastings goes right to Delaney. Back inside Wigan's territory. 2 tackles to go, 8.5 minutes gone. It is right to Shorrocks. Then to Wellesby. Out the back to Saylor. He's got Robertson on his outside. He straightens up with a carry over the 30. 25 metres out near the right touchline. Robertson back towards the middle. Wellesby launched it across to Hastings, who chips towards the back left on the last. So come down on the 10. Bounces once. Eckersley nearly bobbles it backwards. And he's going to be tackled a few metres out from his own line. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Kieran with the next carry. Over the 10, through centre field. It's a long way for Wigan to go. Saints need to be disciplined here and restrict metres. Hodkinson with the latest. Plays it for O'Neill, who hands it off to Thompson on his right. Carries it down the right edge over the 20. A few metres shy of the 30. O'Neill. Left to Partington. He'll then straighten up for another one. Last tackle coming up for Wigan. 9.5 minutes gone. Right to Faramond. Drills it down the right edge of the park. Distance is good. Is this going to land in goal? Wow, what a kick from Faramond. That sits nicely just before the dead ball line. That's a great kick. Jeez, his kicking has been great in recent weeks. I did say the run game wasn't looking as good, but his kicking game has looked solid. Without Smith in there the last few weeks, he's had to step up with that, and he's done a really good job with it. So that is 10 minutes gone in the second half, 50 minutes gone in this game, and 30 minutes to go. Shorrocks with a carry through centre field. Gets an offload to Wellesby, hands it off to Hastings. 25 out from his own line. 2 tackles to go. Left to Walmsley. Down the left edge, straight into Faramond, who takes him to ground, gets his legs. Good tackle. On the 40. Out the back to Saylor, puts boot to ball, hits the head of a Wigan player, that's O'Neill. Goes back towards the 10 for Hastings. Is he still going to have to kick on this one? Or is it a 6 again? They'll say 6 again. Okay. Saylor over the 20, up towards the 30, through the centre of the park, hands it off to Wellesby. And just hits a player and falls to ground on the 30. Okay. It's going to be Dagnall with a carry, slips over. A few metres shy of the 40. 51 minutes gone. Near the right touchline. Saints are going to start shifting it in midfield now. They've got to start shifting it. Robertson with a great carry up towards halfway. 3 tackles to go as well. There's a chance to get up the park inside the red zone maybe. Left to Shorrocks. Then Hastings. All the way across to Dion Cross. I always say Cross when I get to him. Clark, 35 metres out. Now with Hastings. Right to Delaney. Just over 20 metres out. Last tackle for Saints. In centre field with Clark. Left to Hastings. Puts boot to ball on the last. Field underneath this one. It's going to be... I think that's knocked on from Wigan. But I'm not too sure. Or was it just taken cleanly again? It was an awkward take though. You'll put salad cream on your Wigan kebab if Saints come back from this. Okay. Right. You do that. What a threat that is. What an immaculate threat that is. Foul with the next carry down the right edge up towards the 30. And Kerr is on. That is Kerr, isn't it? I think it is. It's the only one I don't recognise. So I think that's Kerr at dummy half. Out the back on the last tackle for Smith. Kicks from his own 40 towards the back left. Great kick. This might go dead in goal though. Goes over the head of Dagnall, but bounces over the dead ball line. So this will be a 20 metre tap, 7 tackle set for Saints. 52.5 minutes gone. They can get up the field now. I do hope Saints start making this interesting soon. I don't... Do you know what? I'll save it for later. I'll save it for later. Saylor with the next carry. So nearly 53 minutes gone. Saints up towards the 40. Walmsley with the next carry up towards halfway. Still 4 tackles to go. That is now 53 gone. Clark down the short side left to Hastings. Out the back to Sailor. Quick hands across to Murphy. That's beautiful there from Saints. Trying to get around Faramond. Good recovery from him. Back inside to Whitley. St. Helens 15 out. Good stuff there. Good stuff from Saints. 3 tackles to go as well. Back towards the middle from Hastings to Sailor. Now Wellesby. Option out the back to Robertson, who he goes to. 2-on-1 possibly slips over. Inside the 10. 2 tackles to go. Back towards the middle with Sailor. Then to Hastings. Then across to Whitley. Now with Murphy. What can he do with that? That defensive line is set for Wigan. They aren't moving. Clark, 15 out, last tackle. Back towards the middle to Hastings. Chips it towards the right of the post, and Semba goes up. He takes it beautifully. Returns it up towards the 10. That's a great take. Really well taken. Hodkinson with a scoot. Offloads it to Wardle. Ends up roughly where Hodkinson was in the first place. Never write off Saints. Hard not to when they play like this. That's very true. Salad cream and mustard, your 2 kebab condiments. Oh dear. Oof. Yeah, surely not at the same time. Oh, God. What are you doing? Dummy off me to 78 for Saints, 8 for Wigan. Thomas has to go back and play it again. Do Saints have a Lewis May player that actually creates stuff? Well, it has been Sailor this year. Hastings was joint top for assist. There's a break for Eckersley. I think that's not backwards from Hastings. Great clip on the ankles there. That's a huge try saver from Hastings. Good tackle from Wellesby. Good tackle. But yeah, Sailor's should be up there in the Man of Steel rankings for me. And Hastings is joint top or maybe top for assists. So a couple awkward bounces there collected from Tristan Sailor. Why isn't Lomax on yet? Wellesby not doing anything? I think that's a fair call. I think Lomax... Well, the problem is, are you going to change a halfback mid-game? I don't know if you would do that. But I think they should do that. That's the thing. But they won't. I don't think they will. Well, Saints now in possession. Wormsley with a carry over the 30. Pumping his legs. Good meters. Up towards the 40. That's a great carry from Wormsley. Well, you've still got to consider Wormsley for the World Cup as well. I know he is getting on, but he's a huge body that you can't neglect, really. Clark, short side right to Hastings on the last. Kicks from the halfway line. Look for space between the back 2 receivers. Eckersley collects it on his own 10. And up towards the 20. 3 defenders in the tackle to bring him down. He'll play this for Faramond in a second. Walters wants the first carry. Over the 20. Up to a few metres shy of the 30. 56 minutes gone. Right to Kieran. Over the 30. A few metres shy of the 40. 3 tackles to go. I need to yawn. Kerr goes left to Ellis. Calls for a forward from the crowd. It's wayward out the back though. To Field. Robertson trying to get a hold of him. And he does on the 30. So Wigan lose a bit of ground there. Wardle. Now Hodkinson. Would that be called obstruction? It's not. I think that was actually okay as well. 1 to beat. Or there's 2 back at the moment. Gets past Sailor. Now 1 to beat. Murphy's there to get a hold of him. So is Hastings. But the whistle's now been blown. Is it now a penalty for obstruction or? Okay, so... Well, I could definitely read Matt Peach's lips there. He said, what on earth is he doing? Something a bit stronger than that, but... So, it was previously obstruction. The ref didn't call it. Maybe touch judge called it, or video ref. Somebody? I'm not sure. But I thought it'd just be play on. That's an interesting call. I don't know why they'd wait that long. But it's a penalty for Saints. They kick to touch and they'll start a fresh set 30 metres out. I do actually want some points from Saints soon to make the game interesting. That'd be good. 57 minutes gone. 23 minutes to go. So there's still plenty of time for some points in this game. But they've got to start getting them soon. So inside the red zone. Just less than 20 out in centre field with Clark, who goes left to Hastings. Then to Wormsley. Drags a few defenders. He's about 3 or 4 metres out left of the sticks. 3 tackles left for Saints. Clark, short side left. Spins back towards the middle. Couple steps, goes at the line, dragged to ground from Nsemba, right at the post, 5 metres out. Sailor, back towards the middle to Clemmer. Straightens up with a carry. In between the sticks, 2 or 3 metres out. Last tackle for Saints. Clark goes left to Walmsley, gets an offload back to Hastings, kicks through, field is there. Can he get out of trouble? Nearly, he's still going. No way he gets out of this. Eventually, Dion Cross makes the tackle. Jesus, that's a great effort from field. So, this is okay for Saints for now. Just getting repeat sets, good territory down this end of the field, wearing down Wigan. This is good for now. Maybe they don't need to force the try. Just keep forcing the repeat sets, and that might just be all they need to do. And then once we get into the final quarter, 15 minutes, that's when they can start to add the points on. But yeah. But under what? 30? I mean, it's 8 points off with 22 minutes to go. I mean, it's still... Plus, I don't remember you telling me it was under. So next carry from Wellesby, plays for Sailor, now with Delaney. 58.5 minutes gone. Clark just left to centre field at dummy half, goes right to Clemmer. Kerr was quick off the mark then. Was he offside? Has not been called. Clark goes right to Delaney, then to Walmsley. He takes it up towards the 10. 2 tackles to go for Saints. Clark looks left but goes right to Wellesby. Ball across to Dagnall. What can he do there? Absolutely nothing. Offloads it to Robertson. Still the 4th. Back towards the middle to Hastings, looking to go left. Then across to Sailor. He's not sure where to go or what to do. He hands it back off to Hastings. This is poor in attack from Saints today. This is really, really bad. They're not getting numbers at all. Short side left again. Sailor. Flat ball. Knock on. That bloody short side left. Oh my God. Here's a 6 again for Saints though. Walmsley. They're going to need to crash over through the middle here. That's what they need. 59.5 minutes gone. Walmsley. Another 6 again. We'll play this 2 metres in front of the try line. Are they not offside? Shifting it right to Sailor. Then across to Robertson. So close to the try line. He's going to be held up here. Saints will go back to the 10 to play this. So plenty of tackles to go. Plenty of tackles to go. Clark goes left to Wellesby. Then across to Hastings. Now with Cross. Straightens up. A metre or so from the try line. We're into the final quarter now. Saints have got to score soon. Like, this is really poor in attack. They've got to find something soon. Clemmer with a carry over the 10. Yeah, Wigan's been great. Like, they've been so settled on the edges defensively. It's right to Hastings, then to Sailor. He's not sure where to go. There's no options here. There's nobody to give the ball to who can then just do something with it. Robertson kicks through. Hodkinson chases, and he goes over the dead ball line. So it's another repeat set. Again, this is still okay for Saints just building pressure, wearing down Wigan on the goal line. Like, this is still okay. But if they then give the ball away, if Wigan get through this, keeping Saints to 0, the confidence they're going to have off the back of it is huge. That crowd's going to go mental for them. Like, if they go short and win this dropout, that's huge. So it's going to be a long dropout from Smith. That'll go over the halfway line, collected on the 40 by Delaney. I think it did go backwards. I think it did drop it, but I think it went backwards. 61 minutes gone, 19 minutes to go. Saints need 4 tries and at least 3 kicks here to equalise and go to golden point. Clark with a carry up towards the 30. They're going to need Clark, Sailor, Hastings, Wellesby. They're going to need something. Lomax might have to come on soon. Put him at 13 possibly. But yeah, I think they needed to start Lomax. I think Hastings goes right to Delaney. Strong tackle from Nsemba, just over 10 metres out between the sticks. Clark, right to Hastings. Straightens up with a carry. This defence from Wigan, it's been so settled. There's no easy overlaps or getting outnumbered on the edges. Kick through from Wellesby, collected by Faramond, returns it up towards a 10. He's still going. 15 out of his own line. After all that, absolutely nothing from Saints. Absolutely nothing. Eckersley, great carry, 25 out of his own line. 62 minutes gone, 18 minutes to go. Kieran goes left to Walters. He makes another 10. 3 tackles left. Kerr at dummy half. Goes left to Ellis. Straightens up. A few metres shy of halfway. So well done, Wigan. Honestly, defensively, they've been so good today. So good. It is right to Thompson. Takes it over halfway. 45 metres out from Saints' try line. Plays it for Kurt. He goes short side right to Faramond. Drills it low. Looking for touch. And he finds it just before the try line. That's a great kick from Faramond. 17 and a half minutes to go. I cannot see a Saints come back here. I just can't see it. That's a quality kick. Faramond's been really good today with his kicking. Some of the passes as well. Like that assist before. Or it wasn't quite the assist. But the ball across to Kieran for the 2-on-1 for Eckersley. That was a great pass. But 63 minutes gone, 17 to go. Sailor with a carry up towards a 30. Might be close to a time where we can, in fact, write off the Saints. Yeah, I'm not ready to do it yet. Because you just never know. But they do actually really need to score soon. Wellesby with a carry over the 40. Then on his outside to right. 35 metres out, or just less. 2 tackles to go. It's with Wellesby. Then to Clemmer. Cross to Hastings. Now it's Sailor. That comes off a Wigan player into the hands of Eckersley. I think it did go backwards though, so that's fine. Wigan have possession on the 30. What are you doing? Jack, what are you doing? Okay. I'm confused. Okay, so are Saints saying it was a knock-on from Wigan? I'm so confused. Yeah, Wellesby just came in out of nowhere to get involved in the tackle when he didn't need to. For whatever reason. I'm so confused. Let's see. Oh, they're saying from Kieran. Are they saying that might have been a knock-on? I think it went backwards anyway. I think it went from Sailor into Kieran. I hit him in the face, actually. So that's fine. Plus it went backwards, I think. So why does Wellesby come in? That's what I don't get. The tackle's already been made. Looking for something earlier in the tackle. Really? Okay. Well, it comes off Kieran's cheek. Right, I think this is going to be challenge unsuccessful from Saints. With 14 minutes to go. Sorry, 16 minutes to go. This is taking the piss now. We already know it goes backwards. From the first 20 checks, you could have already determined the direction of the ball, which was backwards. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Why does Wellsby come in? That's what I don't get. Why does he come in? So challenge unsuccessful. Obviously. Absolute piss take with that. And that's going to be for Jack Wellsby.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless gate, Campbell. You dickhead.
What is he doing? What is he doing? What's he trying to accomplish by cutting across there? What on earth is he doing? The tackle's been made. There's 2 markers there. So 22-0 for Wigan. They've got an extra man for the next 10 minutes. This is either going to be the thing that sparks Saints or it kills them. Because sometimes teams will switch it on when they're a man down. Sometimes. But we'll see. Left to Hodkinson, room to run. He might actually score it. Well, cuts back inside. So yeah, obviously if Wigan score now, that's it. Don't let him do it. Oh my God, stopped on the 10. It is right to Smith, now with Walters in centre field. Inside the 10. O'Neill, left to Smith. Launched it left to Wardle. It's knocked on from Dagnall, so it's going to be a 6 again for Wigan in a second, but they'll get to a scrum shortly. This could be a protest. What, from Saints fans, you mean? Video ref, give video ref a yell too? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Wigan line has been outstanding. It has been outstanding. It really has. Hodkinson, man of the match for me. I can get on board with that. Hodkinson, Faramond, both been great. It is right to Smith. Goes at the line himself. He's 5 metres out. Make that 3 right at the post. Just less than 15 minutes to go as well. O'Neill, left to Partington. It's with Walters. Gets it back to Partington. He's going to be stopped a metre or 2 short of the line. Left of the post. O'Neill. Short side left to field. Fakes the handoff. And takes the carry himself. Lost a little bit of ground there. Bleeding a lot from the knees, actually. So O'Neill, left of the sticks. Back towards the middle now to Partington. Straightens up with a carry. About 6 metres out between the posts. It is left to field. Wanted to kick the ball through, but I think he's just knocked on. Okay. Nsemba has the ball. 14 minutes to go. 10 metres out. I'm so confused. I'm really, really confused. O'Neill, between the sticks, goes right to Smith. Launches it across to Farrell. They have a 3-on-2 here. It's going to get wrapped up on the 10. So not a great end to the set there from Wigan, but at least they're keeping in the 10. So there's 7 minutes 50 to go in the sin bin. And there's 13 and a half minutes left in this game. There's going to be first carry from Cross. Makes about a metre. Dropped the ball. Jack Smith lost it as well. Maybe. Kept going to video ref when sometimes he didn't need to. Sometimes he did, which was fair, but sometimes just give it. So we've got 13 minutes to go. Saints in possession, 25 out from their own line. 3 tackles left. Short side left from Hastings to Whitley. Back to Hastings. Over the 40. Offensively, they've been so bad, and I don't see it getting much better with 12 men on the field. So now with Wormsley slammed into the ground on halfway. Has he lost it? He's lost it. They're getting stuck into him. Hey. It's all kicking off. They force the error from Wormsley. Slam him into the ground. He loses it. Wigan teammates get around Nsemba, who forced the error. Let's have a look at this again. So Nsemba picks him up, slams him down, ball pops out. And then Walter starts pushing Wormsley. Yeah, he didn't need to do all that. He didn't need to do that. It wasn't even December that had a go at him. It was just him that slammed into ground. It was Walters that was messing about. Well, unless December said something, I don't know. I don't think he did. 6 minutes, 12 seconds to go on the sin bin. The clock's stopped right now. Someone's going to get a talking to. Thought we were speeding up the ruck this year. It has dropped off a bit, hasn't it? And Semmer's put it about this off. He has. He's been so good this year. I think I'm pretty confident with the back row being in Semmer and Pierce-Paul for this year's World Cup. I'm pretty excited about that, actually, because both are having quality years. And they both play left and right, so both sides are covered. I think they're locked in. If it's any other combination, one of them must have died or been injured. I should have just said injured. But you know what I mean. 12 minutes to go in this game. 6 minutes left on the sin bin as well. It is right to Thompson. Over the 30. It has been quite pathetic, actually. It is left to Smith. Then across the field. Up towards the 20 near the left touchline. 2 tackles to go. Back towards the middle to Smith. Now with Partington. Straightens up with a carry. Loses a little bit of ground there. 11.5 minutes left. 5.5 minutes on the sin bin. Last tackle left to Smith. Then across to Wardle. Bit of space for Hodkinson, but has to cut back inside. Offloads it to Field. Scans the defensive line. Dagnall gets him wrapped up on the 20. So, not a great end to the set there from Wigan, but obviously, you know, they just don't want to give the ball away in stupid positions. Field is down at the minute. Is he okay? How's he doing? I think he's alright. So we've got 11 minutes to go. 5 minutes left on the sin bin as well. Dagnall with the first carry of this set takes it over the 20. I think if Saints don't score a try in the next 3 minutes, I'm happy to write them off. Like, even though you could really say you can write them off now, I'm still not comfortable doing it yet just because of what they've done to my team in the past. So I think once we get to the 72nd minute and they haven't scored a try, I'll write them off. Hastings shifting it right to Saylor. Then out the back. And it's wayward. Oh dear. Robertson on the 30. Up towards the 40. It's going to be Hastings. Cutting back towards the middle. He takes a carry. On the 4th tackle. Up towards halfway. So it's going to be Saylor to kick on the last. Inside pressure from Partington. Drills it low. Straight into the hands of Hodkinson. Returns it 25 out from his own try line. Folks, final 10 minutes of the game. Even if we win this 24-22, I've got massive issues with what I've seen today. That's understandable, Spring. Understandable. I get you. Next carry from Kieran. Good meters down the left-hand side up towards the 40. 3.5 minutes to go on the sin bin as well. And Sember with the next carry. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Alex, no. Alex. Dagnall had some inside pressure on Insember. Wormsley just put his arm straight into Insember's skull. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's a shoulder. Do you know what? That might be a sin bin, you know. That might be a sin bin minimum. That's forceful and dangerous. Direct shoulder to the head. There's no loss of height. No attempt to wrap. If that goes red, I'm not surprised. But that could be a yellow. It was a shoulder to the head? What are we talking about? Oh, it didn't hit him in the head. Okay. His shoulder didn't hit his head. That's okay then. They might still end up saying, you know, sin bin, it caused whiplash, something like that, but it's not directly to the head. So clock stopped. 9 minutes 25 to go. 3 minutes 19 left on the sin bin. Red in the current climate. I think it'd be fine with this one. It's red in all honesty. It's also because of a previous altercation. After looking at it again, I thought he initially made contact with the head, so I thought it could have been a red. I can see it being a yellow, but I'm not too sure if it will be. Should book Wigan for running in. Give them all a sin bin, why not? Make it, do you know what? Let's do 7s. 7 on 7, that'll be fun. All the Saints 13 are red. Might as well. Might as well. Could be better in attack, actually. So this is going to be a Wigan penalty, I believe. Okay. So it is a penalty for Wigan. 9 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Chance to extend the lead a bit more here. Back towards the middle from Smith to Walters. Stopped in centre field on the... Oh dear, Stevens is down. Stevens is... Oh dear. Fair play, Harry Smith calling that straight away. Fair play. Clock's been stopped again. 9 minutes to go. 3 minutes left on the sin bin as well. Yeah, good spot there, Harry Smith. Stevens was... he was cleaned out. He might have to go off here. Oof. Got his head in the wrong spot. Yeah, Stevens is going off now. I don't think it's the game going soft. It was a strong shot, first of all, and a somewhat appropriate call. If someone gets, does actually get clean... Oh, dear. That's a lot of blood. If someone does actually get cleaned out in the skull, to the skull, and they give away a penalty, it doesn't mean it's gone soft, but... There's some things, I do get what you mean, but there's some things that just are a penalty. Thompson with a carry. Wigan are 25 metres out with a fresh set of 6. It's now with Smith. Left to field. Out the back to Wardle. Had an option on his outside to Hodkinson, but straightens up with the carry up towards the 10. 3 tackles left for Wigan. Back towards the middle. Shifting it across to Partington. Room to run nearly. Good tackle there from Wormsley. 2.5 minutes left on the sin bin. Scooped up from O'Neill. Goes short side right to Farrimond. Across to field. Saints have done okay in defence here at the minute. They've been a man down for nearly 8 minutes, and they've looked alright in defence. It's left to Partington, then to Smith. Kicks the ball through, chase from Wardle. Does he get the bounce? Collected by Dagnall, in goal. Gets over the try line. Good tackle, but he gets out, and he's going to play this inches in front of the try line. That's a good return, that. 2 minutes to go on the sin bin. Hastings will scoot and make about 3 metres. 8 minutes to go in this game as well. Sailor. Yes, I've officially written them off. I've officially going to say well done, Wigan. They will get to Wembley. They'll do it. To be fair, they've beaten some teams on good form along the way. Wakey were on some really good form, and I think they... Were they without Smith for that game? They were missing some for that game, and they managed to beat Wakey on good form, and they've just beaten Saints on good form as well. So, it's fair play from Wigan to get to the final. And whoever they face in the final, whether it be KR or Warrington, will also be a team on good form as well, most likely, going into that one too. So, would be a decent trophy for them to pick up this year. Probably not, Alex. I think it would probably be the other way if I was to predict. 35 out on their own line. Wigan in possession. Hodkinson with a carry. 7 minutes to go and a minute left on the sin bin. Wigan on their own 40. It's now with Eckersley. few metres shy of halfway. Next carry from Partington over the halfway line. 2 tackles to go. 45 metres out, O'Neill goes left to field, then to Wardle. He's going to get wrapped up on the 40. 6.5 minutes left. Last tackle for Wigan. The ball comes loose, and it's going to be a penalty for Wigan. Okay. Stevens went off as well, didn't he? Okay. Are they going to show Kieran on the TV? No, unfortunately not. Thompson with a carry inside the red zone in centre field as well. 6 minutes to go in this game. Back to 13 on 13. O'Neill goes right to Faramond, then to Walters. Takes it up towards the 10. It is left to Partington in centre field. Across to Smith. Couple steps, just left of the sticks. 5.5 minutes to go. Next carry from Partington. Offloads back to O'Neill. He launched it right to Faramond. Couple steps back inside. Looking for space to run. Faramond, he's going through. Fair play, Faramond. Fair play. Scores right between the sticks. Great little run there. Great little run. That's going to be 28 for Wigan in a second. Fair dues. The fans start getting around him. Where were the stewards? That's the question. See, that's what he can do. I did say in my predictions video he hasn't been doing that recently. He just hasn't been doing it recently. But that's solid there. It's a great try from Faramond. Great offload from Partington to O'Neill. Hands it off to Faramond. Steps past Clark, then Whitley, then Hastings. Or is that Lomax, actually? Do you know, I don't even know. When did Lomax come on? I think that confirms Faramond man of the match for me. I was happy to go with Hodkinson if they did, but I think Faramond man of the match. I think his kicking's been solid when he has been doing it. I think some of the involvements in tries as well has been solid, and then that at the end. I'm fine with the Faramond man of the match. So yeah, I'm going to be massively wrong on the prediction for this one. But I'm okay with getting both games wrong this weekend. I'm okay with it. We've got just less than 4 minutes to go. Smith will add the extra shortly in front of the sticks. Kick from Smith is good. Okay. I hope the game is... I'm a little bit worried about tomorrow, Alex, but I just hope we're competitive. That's the hope. We're at least competitive. Just hope tomorrow's a more interesting game. I think have Wire to win by a drop goal. Fair dues. As Leeds fan, I can't wait to play Saints. Short kickoff, and it doesn't even reach the 10. God, Wigan were missing French and Havard for this one as well. I think the reasons I gave for Saints to win, I think they were fair. I do still think they were... Yeah, well, so did I, Joe, but I think the reasons I gave were completely fair and justified. And in the first half, they did really well for territory. I did predict that, but just in attack, they just haven't been good enough at all. So just over 3 minutes to go. 28-0. Chance for Wigan to hit 30 plus. 3 minutes left. In centre field with Partington back inside the red zone. 4 tackles to go. Cass would have beaten Saints today. Maybe. I can't wait to see Damien Cook in Super League. He might have a great year next year. That's such a good signing, though. Such a good signing. 12 metres out in centre field with Walters. Left to Smith. Then to Nsemba. Out the back to field, but intercepted by Robertson. Then knocks on. Walters offloads to field. 2.5 minutes to go. Jesus. Inside the red zone, Wigan in possession in centre field. 6 again for Wigan. They're about 17 metres out. Left to Walters. Up towards the 10, just shy of it. Just left of the sticks. Back towards the middle. It's now with Partington. Straightens up with the carry himself. Over the 10. Taken to ground. 6 metres out between the sticks. 2 minutes to go in this game. O'Neill. He goes right to Smith. Then to Farrell. Nearly breaks through the line there. Wants a quick play of the ball. Doesn't quite get one. But eventually plays it for Kieran. Left to Smith. Then to Thompson. 2 tackles to go. Wigan are 5 metres out in front of the right post. Plays it for O'Neill. Looks left, goes right. Goes at the line himself. O'Neill crashed over. Did he lose the ball there or has he got it? Does it really matter anyway? It's a penalty for Wigan either way. Penalty for a ball steal. In hindsight, that's a great bet, Rammer man. So, give it Faramond, man of the match. Faramond it is. Fair play. That's a right call. He taps, hands it off to Thompson. Do Wigan want to try and force another try here? Do they want to go for it, maybe? 1 minute to go. Walters. 1 metre out, just left of the sticks. O'Neill waits a dummy half. It's a 6 again for Wigan. They go right to Partington. Straightens up with a carry. Warmsy and Sailor with a tackle. He's between the posts, 2 metres out. Yeah, I think we're going to write off Saints now. I think Partington's slow to get up and play the ball. He might have some cramp, actually. Plays it for O'Neill. Left to Smith. Goes left to Field. Steps back inside. Offloads it back to Smith. He chips early. Is somebody there? Adam Kieran will slice through, collect it, and this will be 34 points to 0. The final moment of the game. The final moment of the game. Fully deserved. Honestly, what a performance from Wigan today. What a performance from them. I had my worries about them. And again, I think my prediction was somewhat justified. But it just didn't work out that way. But oh well. I thought nobody was there, but all of a sudden, Kieran just slices through. Okay. That is a drubbing. That certainly is. Okay then. Are they going to go for the 2? Okay then, folks, that is going to be full time. They don't actually go for the 2. What a win. And movies, you didn't tell me correctly that it was under. God. I predicted 34 total points, actually. I was very close. They should have gone for 2 and I would have got it. Okay, then. So that is going to be full time. St. Helens 0, Wigan Warriors 32. Okay. So, in my predictions video, I did say I did think Saints would do better for territory, which they did. Especially in the first half, I think Saints did really well for field position. They had a lot of play the balls inside the red zone, but my God, Wigan's defence was immaculate. And that's not just, because they didn't concede. It's just like, when you look at whenever Saints were inside the red zone, or even inside the midfield, there's a couple breaks here and there, but especially defending on their own goal line, whenever Saints would move the ball to the edges, there was very little shape, by the way. But Wigan gave them nothing for free. They'd shift the ball, go to the halfback. There's multiple times where Hastings and Sailor, they just stopped dead. They didn't move because there's no one to give it to that could do anything with it. That defensive line from Wigan was solid all day. That was the most impressive thing. But going on to the offensive side for Wigan, the first try that Brad O'Neill was involved in, that was quality. I said before the game, O'Neill's really been improving in recent weeks. He's looked really good. That was a quality try involvement. Offensively, Wigan, they had the moments here and there. There's a couple times where Saints look quite solid in defence. And sometimes they struggle to get up the park. But just a couple moments here and there. It'd be a kick from Faramond, a kick from Smith to turn sort of momentum, a moment from Kieran, a moment from Nsemba, Hodkinson under the high ball, a few things in possession from Wigan. They just added up over 80 minutes, and they had a few more moments that just added up to 32 points. Saints, they had so much territory inside the red zone, and they did nothing with it. But in defence again, Wigan were just absolutely solid. That is a really impressive defensive display from the Warriors. And they fully earned that win as well. And luckily, it's not a case where, oh, well, Saints got a sin bin and that's what resulted in them getting the win at the end and it was, a dodgy call or something. They earned it from the start. And they're off to Wembley. Fully deserved. Fully deserved. Right then. Well, there you go, folks. Just about to start saying how long till Saints fans say Rolly out. I think they'll... some might turn on him. Some. But I don't think it'll be that many. Okay. So tomorrow at 3:45 PM, my stream again, or for Warrington vs Hull KR will be starting. 3:45 PM tomorrow. So stop by. Hopefully, we can get back to Wembley. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. We can do this. Come on. Right, I'm going to end it here. I do want to say thank you very much for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated, as always. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're at 16,658 subscribers. That is very, very kind of you folks. Links to social medias in the description. I will make the stream highlights video for this when they post the actual highlights. But yeah, as always, Joe, David, Knight, Winega, Minecraft Man, Spring, Ramaman, and a bunch of the other regulars as well that stopped by. I think there was a couple. Kieran was here nice and early. Hope Kieran's doing okay. I know that he'll be disappointed after that, so hope Kieran's doing okay. But yeah, I might see him tomorrow. Kieran's a nice guy. Let's take it easy on him tomorrow, because I know there'll be some people. If Jay's here, I know he'll be straight into him. But yeah, we might see him tomorrow. But thanks for stopping by as always. If I don't see you for the rest of the weekend, have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Toodle pip.